channeling Mother Earth.
Of Planet Sirius. In the blue and purple galaxy. In the center of the universe near the great central sun.
On behalf of the Intergalactic Federation. Of the populated planets in the universe.
Planet Sirius Akashic Record.
By Leah Adam.
Life in Sirius. Mother Earth of Sirius speaks.
In previous ages, life expectancy of humans on Sirius was sometimes as several centuries in Earth. In this age it is average of about 100 years in Earth. We stay in the center of the universe, resulting, our time frequency is accelerated in relation to Earth. We don't have animals except in the ocean and sky, and people don't eat them. Previous to the danger wars that occurred in Sirius, which destroyed almost all the big modern cities and their residents, my land's residents developed various of technologies methods to free themselves of exhausting cleaning jobs. Elaborate and sophisticated machines did these jobs, not robots that look like humans. The star ingenious scientists developed in factories and workplaces operated machines that worked in amazing speed. This is how many people were liberated from hard and boring work. People worked in large factories operating buttons of the machines, which operated by highly sophisticated computers programming, or in office management and sales. The perfect organized workplaces in the big cities provided exemplary employees and industry scientist workers, with good living conditions in beautiful, rich eras, and many modern spaceships. Also the modern spacecraft industry people gained organized and rich living conditions, and their wives enjoyed freedom and economic wealth. The standard of living in which many professions people in the planet one was very high. We had many big and developed universities which was easy to be accepted in them for free. Science of technology has evolved in the star in amazing way over the last century. Unfortunately, it brought envy of the star residents in many areas that are not so developed, where people fight on their economy and their existence as villagers and simple farmers workers.
Before us, our lights rolled on by.
There are no countries or different nations and religious or churches in Sirius. Most people in Sirius are atheists, but they believe in big power that created their stars. They don't speak much about God, and are not philosophers. Sirius residents are very rational and logical that engaged in the development of the known, not the hidden. They don't have religious heritage and Bibles. Most of them are detached from the diamond root of creation, and experiencing great fear and hatred because of that. The schools in the big cities that were destroyed were very liberal to children in all ages, who were allowed to choose their favorite subjects which suit them. Sirius women are tall and beautiful, strong and independent. The marriage institute don't exist in Sirius, but people live together in families for a long time. The women partners of the educated employed before the wars had good life conditions, especially if they were with the spaceship's men. Many women in Sirius also strive to develop an independent career and earned respect from men. There is chauvinism because men in Sirius are not angelic gentle soul, they are tough and controlling. It is easier to give birth in Sirius than on Earth thanks to the high frequency of light in the center of the universe. In the big modern cities, women didn't desire many children. They didn't feel safe financially without the marriage institute, but were more free to change relationships. Before the wars, people with good professional in Sirius, also women, earned a lot of money in relation to Earth. Sirius people are not conservative and the youngest generation are as on Earth free sexually to experience many relationships. Sexual promiscuity and multi-homosexuality like on Earth don't exist in Sirius. No prostitution and strip clubs, no drugs, alcohols and cigarettes. Sirius men are masculine, tall, impressive, and strong. They are sometimes bald. They brought the bald fashion to Earth. Our residents were healthy and strong, majority of them tall and handsome, by the influence of the great central sun powerful rays and the empowering and strengthened energies in the center of the universe.
Silver hue on wings of blue as all around me shadows dancing light.
Planet Sirius experienced great elation in one wonderful blessing and prosperity ages, but only in the central areas of major cities, which most of them destroyed already and empty of residents now. In the big hospitals, the doctors developed highly modern methods that prevented pain and illness, using intensified lasers that were non-hazardous. Thanks to the high light frequency in the center of the universe, aging in Sirius is easy and short with almost no diseases, not many wrinkles until death. The childhood duration is relatively short compared to childhood time on Earth, and giving birth is easier than on Earth. Children in Sirius are strong with no diseases. They have great mental powers and high self-love. In the modern cities, life were good. Children rarely cried as on Earth, who suffer fear of their angry parents that live in great stress and experience hard subsistence wars. Many universities were in the big cities of Sirius. The education was free. Some women in the developed areas of the planet which were destroyed in the wars were scholarly and independent. They worked in important places as honored professional scientists. Large class differences and discrimination between men and women in Sirius and other populated planets of the universe was not bad as on Earth. However, in Sirius, in politics dominated mostly men. Perhaps after their death good women will rise to power and the star will balance and calm down, if they will build again new cities.
Just standing up, all I want to do is stay. And so I stand and gaze.
Sirius star is enormous in size relative to Earth and Venus, Jupiter and the Pleiades. We have big areas with no civilization also before the wars. Mother Earth of Venus, carefully signaling to me, Mother Earth of Sirius, announced that she is still not ready to boost acceleration toward moving closer to the center of the universe according to the Creator's call to the union of the universe stars in its center. She is afraid of the aggressive energy in the area and decided to slow down her acceleration and go far away from the riots era. The more courageous planet Earth trying to urge its approach to the universe center, with no much success because of the heavy density in the way. Earth now must balance itself and connect to higher frequency of light in better place in the universe, so its residents will suffer less diseases and long seek elderly. I, Mother Earth of Planet Sirius, due to the big wars of Sirius, find myself flying in soul parts in very high dimensions. I have difficulty return to my lands while large part of my soul is connected to the ground and can't get out of it. Also, Gaia is going through some similar experiences, because she longed so much to be free. I have no right to judge my people, but I feel disappointment and not happy to continue my star life for long after many eons. It is hard for me to see my inhabitants trying to restore the sophisticated cities through many years of hard work, after they build in them amazing technology and many spaceships and dozens years of enormous human effort, and then again human beings will kill each other and destroy their great investment. It is hard for me to see now the many miserable people who remained on my land suffer so much, without means of providing food, water and electricity. I panic and cry over their destiny day and night. Terrible holocaust and chaos are in my star now, and no one want to incarnate anymore in Sirius. I, Mother Earth of Planet Sirius, wandering around in all kinds of light spaces like a lunatic, can't stay anymore in my land's realms as in past at fully present and experience the woeful suffering and shock of the mass death. I ask now rest from my residence, the great central sun, and myself. Finally, with great grief and sorrow, I hang over my head again, crying the death of my inhabitants and the destruction of their wonderful work for many eons. I wish all the war causalities to overcome the shock of their death, and continued of good life wherever they are, and call the spacecrafts with their causalities to return home to Sirius with no fear.
They're lost inside.
Dear residents of planet Earth, you are lucky to live at this time on Gaia lands. I wish you safe life with no wars, and send my dear sister Mother Earth Gaia love and support. May God be with you.
Why do you go?
On behalf of the Intergalactic Federation of the Populated Planets in the Universe, in which the star of Sirius is member through many ages. On behalf of our dear creators, my beloved sisters Earth Mothers, and our dear and beloved Father Mother God, I Mother Earth of Planet Sirius, give thank for the right to speak.